Hello, I'm back again with another kind of vision, dream sequence I had. This dream was actually yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday. Yeah, I just came back from school, so yeah, I didn't have enough time to do it in the morning, so I'm just doing it now. Yeah, I wrote it down in the morning, so I'm just gonna read what I wrote off. But I remember almost all of it. Yeah. So the way this dream started off, it started off kind of weird. Like, I was in the city with my friends. And yeah, we're in the city, and my friends were on this bus, but I wasn't on the bus. Well, a bus kind of tram looking thing. And I look at them, I'm like, hey guys, what's happening? And then all of a sudden, I can jump really high. Like I don't know what that means. I could just jump really high and I'd come down. I was jumping like almost like the size of like it was I could jump like 3 stories high, I guess I could say. Because I was jumping really high and not coming down. And my friends were amazed. They're like, "Wow, how are you doing that?" It was like a real superhuman thing I was doing. I was just jumping up and down, and this happened for a relatively short amount of time. And I'm like, "Okay, guys, it's time for me to go home. I'm going home. It's getting kind of dark. And as I say this, one of my closest friends goes the same way home that I do, but we like go on our own separate courses like halfway through. So anyway, I'm going with him. We're just walking, and it gets to the point where I'm like, okay, man, I'm going this way. Bye. I'll see you later. So I shake his hand, and we part ways, and I'm walking. And as I'm walking, I look up to the sky, and I just see like the clouds part, and then there's this red, like, I don't know if it was the sun or the moon, but whatever it was in the sky was just blood red, like it was red to the max. At first I thought it was a solar eclipse when I woke up, but I googled some pictures of solar eclipse, and the way a solar eclipse looks, it's when the moon goes in front of the sun, and the sun is in the background, but it's just like a black kind of thing with the sun on the outer edges. It wasn't like that. It was nothing like that. The moon or the sun was literally red. It was just blood red, like it was red, you know. And I look up at this, and like I start to get scared as I look at this blood red moon. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's happening? And I start walking, and as I'm walking, I walk past this big church building kind of thing. It's a big thing, and I think I can remember if there was some sort of message printed on the front of the church. I don't remember reading it, but I just remember. And as I'm walking past it, there's an usher in like a red robe, like a full red, like a body robe. And she says to me, she looks at me, and she says, "Oh, where are you going? Who do you worship? Do you worship Satan or God?" And I'm like, "What?" The question takes me by surprise. And I'm like, "What? Of course, I worship Jesus. I'm saved. And she says, "Oh, okay, that's fine. Just come in the church, you'll be safe." And the way she was talking, she was as if she was trying to deceive me to come in that church. And like she's just I guess the best way I can describe it is that she's giving me like a real bad kind of evil presence vibe. Like something's telling me that this lady isn't right and this church isn't good. So I kind of peek into the church, and I just see people, they're normal people, they're just dancing, they're doing their thing. And I peek in just a little bit more to the back of the church, and I see this demon thing with like a tail, a red demon thing with a tail in the back, and that automatically that puts me off. I'm like, no, there's no way. But I walk in there and I see my mom and a couple of like people in that go to my church that were there, and I'm like, guys, let's get out of here. This isn't a good place, and they all agree with me. I think I think the reason they were in that place is because they were scared of what was going on outside, and they just wanted to get to the nearest church and just worship. But the place they were in, it wasn't a good place at all. So I'm like, guys, let's get out of here. This place is not good, and they all agree. No one disagrees, and they say, yeah, true, we feel it as well. So we get out of there, we walk, and just a little bit, like as if it was down the street. I start hearing music in my native tongue. And I'm like, wow, this music sounds familiar. And we go into the church, and I'm like, yes, this is my spiritual home. And the way it felt, and we just started dancing, we were just praising, singing, praising. The way it felt as if that like we knew that Jesus was coming. You know how right now we're like, oh, we see the signs and we know that we're in the season that she's coming. In that dream, we were literal like seconds away from Jesus' return, and we just knew, like, it was as if like our like spiritual clocks had ticked to 12 o'clock, and we knew that like his return was so imminent, and we were just singing and praising and proclaiming his name, we were just worshiping him, and there was a great multitude of people outside, and they were all staring at the blood moon, a lot of people were confused, not that many people were talking, some people were asking what's happening, and yeah, that was basically the end of the dream. I woke up. Yeah, the overall theme behind the building was, the blood moon, and how we just knew, like, we knew Jesus coming home, Jesus coming for us any second now. It wasn't like how now we're like, oh, he's coming soon. Like in the dream, we knew, like, that was the exact moment. Although we didn't see him, like, I just knew. I wish I could tell you guys, like, we just knew, and we were just singing and praising. Yeah, this is the third dream, the third kind of like, return of Jesus kind of dreams I had. And these guys, I've never had these type of dreams before ever in my life, except for the past 2 years. When I truly like turned away from my sinful lifestyle and I like fully gave my life to the Lord. Just growing in Him. Strengthening my relationship in him. He's so faithful, guys. If we really truly seek him and ask him and read his word daily, praying and fasting, he will give these, visions out. He will give, these visions out, those Ezekiel watchmen, he's just pouring out his spirit in these last days, yeah, it's just such crazy experiences. I'm so humbled, that he chose me, to have, to give me these dreams so that I can share with people. I've just been telling everyone I know. I've been telling one of my closest friends who isn't, a Christian right now. I'm just telling him, just to repent, all this because I've been having these visions, and that's what we're called to do. We're called to be the salt of the world. Yeah, just I feel like I'm rambling on right now, but yeah, that's just it. If you guys have any questions, or if you guys have any interpretations that you guys might have gotten from the dreams, any different ones, what the blood moon or the blood sun meant, guys, just leave a comment. Yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Be blessed.